Have you ever spoken and suddenly realized no one was listening? Ever stood among people yet felt completely unseen, like you were standing behind glass? You help, you give, you stay kind, and still you wonder why the world looks straight through you. You ask yourself quietly, why does no one respect me? If that question has ever lived in your heart, this story is for you. Long ago, in a quiet village wrapped in rolling hills and morning mist, lived a young man named Walker. He wasn't weak, and he wasn't lazy. He rose before sunrise, worked until his hands ached, and helped anyone who asked. Yet, in the eyes of the village, Walker was invisible. People spoke over him, turned away as he passed, and even children laughed behind his back. Respect seemed to visit every home, except his. One autumn morning, Walker carried heavy sacks of wheat across the village square. Nearby, the elders argued about how to protect the harvest from the coming winter rains. Walker had discovered a simple method while working the fields, something that could save much of the grain. His heart raced as he stepped forward and began to speak. A sharp gesture stopped him. "Not now," one elder said. "These are serious matters." As Walker stepped back, the sack tore open. Wheat spilled across the ground. People walked around him without stopping, without helping, without even meeting his eyes. Kneeling in the dust, watching his hard work scatter, something inside him collapsed. And that painful question returned. Why am I treated like this? That night, unable to rest, Walker wandered beyond the village and sat beneath an ancient oak tree. The wind whispered through the leaves, but his heart felt heavy and loud. Then a voice broke the silence. "You carry yourself like a man asking permission to exist." It was Mr. Adam, the oldest man in the village. Startled, Walker confessed that he didn't know how to change. He had tried kindness, hard work, patience, yet nothing worked. The old man nodded slowly and said, "Respect isn't demanded, it's felt, and there are 5 quiet forces that shape it. The body speaks before the mouth," he said. "Stand as if you belong. Never rush. Calm movement signals strength. Meet eyes not to challenge, but to stand as equal. Listen deeply because people respect those who feel heard. And master silence, because when you speak less, your presence speaks more. These forces," the old man said, "will change you before they change others." The next day, Walker tried. He stood straighter. He slowed his steps. He met eyes calmly, without shrinking or forcing himself forward. Something shifted. People paused when he spoke. A shopkeeper greeted him by name. Conversations lingered around him instead of drifting away. Walker listened more than he talked, and when he did speak, people leaned in. Then came the true test. A drought threatened the village well. Arguments filled the square, voices overlapping, tempers flaring. Walker stayed silent. He watched, he waited, and when the shouting faded, he stepped forward and calmly said that the well could be shared in turns, so no family would go without. Silence fell, then nods, then agreement. From that day on, Walker was no longer unseen. He didn't change the village. He changed how he showed up in it. Because respect doesn't begin in other people's minds. It begins in how you stand, how you move, how you listen, and how you value your own presence. Change the way you carry yourself, and the world will carry you differently. If this story inspired you, share it with someone who always says, "No one respects me." Like this video if it motivated you, and subscribe for more life-changing stories.